In today's episode, we take a look at changes in the Farm Bill, CNH and AGCO's latest financial report and their outlook for 2014, dealer inventory concerns, Kubota's hay tools line, and new features that include dealer acquisitions, machinery stock updates, and a look at the inventor of the seed drill. I'm Kim Schmidt, Managing Editor. Welcome to On the Record. The Senate passed the long-awaited and much-debated Farm Bill on Tuesday. The biggest change in the bill is the elimination of direct payments to farmers. Instead, producers will now have to choose between a price support program and a revenue support program. Experts are still trying to dissect the bill to understand its deeper implications. But Daryl Good, with the Department of Agriculture and Consumer Economics at the University of Illinois, says it's his understanding that farmers will elect which program they want and then are fixed to that decision for the duration of the Farm Bill. However, he believes farmers can choose different programs for each of the crops they raise. In terms of machinery sales, Good says while the bill provides a safety net, it's not one that will provide a high level of income for producers. So it's likely it will have little impact on sales with no positive or negative influence.
Machinery sales, in the big picture, as you're aware, is really a function of farm-level income. And what this program does is put a safety net under that, but it's not a very high net. So it will provide some revenue guarantees, but, the prices that will be guaranteed are probably close to current prices rather than what we've seen the last 2 or 3 years. So it will not provide, the safety net will not provide a high level of income for producers.
President Obama is expected to sign the bill today during a trip to Michigan. Both CNH and AGCO released quarterly and year-end earnings reports in the last week. On January 30th, CNH reported a 4.3% revenue gain for 2013, largely due to the strong demand for agricultural equipment. Revenues from ag equipment were up 5% in the fourth quarter. On February 4th, AGCO reported a 5.8% increase in revenues for the fourth quarter. For the full year, net sales were up 8.3%. Looking ahead, AGCO is projecting North American farm equipment sales to be flat to down 5% in 2014. CNH is looking at total annual revenues to be flat to up 5%, however, despite lower unit demand for ag equipment. AGCO CEO Martin Richenhagen said, in 2014, industry demand is expected to weaken due to lower commodity prices and reduced farm income. 2014 will be a challenging year for our industry. While lower farm incomes are expected to lower equipment demand for the crop growers, AGCO is looking to improved economics for the dairy and livestock producers to partially offset a slowdown in row crop sales. Dealers reported strong year-end sales, which by and large could be expected, according to our Dealer Sentiments and Business Conditions Update Survey released on January 31st. Typically, December sales of farm equipment have been strong as farmers take advantage of tax incentives. Both Section 179 and bonus depreciation rules expired on December 31st, 2013. It remains to be seen if both will be enacted this year, and decisions may not come until after the elections. Dealers reported sales grew 3% in December, but on average, the dealer outlook calls for a 4% decline in sales. Dealers continue to be concerned about both new and used equipment inventory levels. 11% of dealers say their new equipment inventory is too high, the 5th straight month. With so much equipment on their lots, expect dealers to reduce machinery orders at least through the first half of 2014. Look for more aggressive incentive programs for manufacturers as a result. Meanwhile, a net 30% of dealers reported used inventories were too high as well. Kubota announced earlier this week that its hay tools and spreaders are now available through its U.S. and Canadian dealerships. The company announced late last year that Kverneland Group, which Kubota acquired in May 2012, will produce the new implements. For Kubota dealers who already sell a competitive line of hay tools and spreaders, Stan Jackson of Jackson Consulting in Layton, Utah, says it's safe to bet dealers will be pressured to stock new lines and diminish whatever competitive lines they carry. However, he says pressure will be subtle and will stay within state laws. He says, Kubota is smart. They will choose to win the dealer over by offering special upfront inventory or discounts to stock the new products. The phase-out date will likely be negotiated for competing lines. However, Kubota dealers are also smart. They will take their cues from the customers and go with their preferences, as any smart business person would do. Jackson says the process will likely take at least a couple years. One Kubota dealer we spoke with said it's unlikely his operation will make any switch away from its current products. Clint Schnorr, president of AgriService, says, as a Kubota dealer, my opinion is that more brand offerings can be good. However, the hay tools line they are releasing has very little impact in the geography that we do business in, as we are a strong Hesston dealer. But we are more intrigued by their ability to offer high horsepower tractors. As for non-Kubota dealers, Schnorr says they should be concerned. He says if Kubota rolls this out with similar programming to their other lines and great back-end support, they will compete in any market. Jackson, however, points out that non-Kubota dealers will want to know if the company is coming to market with truly innovative products, or are they simply aimed at displacing similar machines of a different color? What will differentiate Kubota's hay tools from others already in the market remains to be seen, he says. We'll keep you updated as we learn more about Kubota's move to becoming a more full-line supplier. Now from our Ag Equipment archives. The year is 1702. Jethro Tull of Great Britain invents the seed drill, a horse-drawn device built from pedals of a church organ. Allowing crops to be planted in rows, weed removal becomes significantly easier. This agricultural pioneer, credited with advancing modern agricultural methods, also inspired another progressive British creation, the rock group of the same name that hit the charts in the late 1960s. If you have any suggestions on stories you'd like to see covered, send me an email at kschmidt@lespub.com. Finally, 8 farm equipment staffers will be in Louisville next week to provide you with in-depth coverage of the newest equipment being introduced and other news from the National Farm Machinery Show. Be sure to sign up for On the Record to ensure you get all the latest news from farm equipment and ag equipment intelligence. To sign up, enter your email address at www.farmequipment.com/ff/ontherecord. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.